Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to just talk about something right now, and I'm going to talk about it really calmly. But I put out a tweet, okay? I put out a tweet because this man on the radio was asking. Dan Mendes was asking for love and prayers for Phil Valentine, who, yes, he made some poor decisions. He made some poor statements and poor choices. He did not. He was a little too vocal in certain aspects. But there is no reason for death wishes. And we said a prayer and focused for Phil. I said, don't listen to those lower life forms who wish negativity and death. Those lower vibrational energies are not of the Lord Jesus Christ. Too many have forgotten the golden rule. God is with him and his family no matter what. And people say stuff just like they think they're scientific. So they say, do you believe in the Easter Bunny too? Because you believe in God? And this government official says God could have been with him earlier if he'd have accepted and taken the facts. And this other guy says, lower vibrational energies? LOL. Is this from the Church of the Holy Smoke from the Perpetual Bong? First of all, I have never smoked a bong. I've never used any type of anything like that. Surprisingly, I've been offered many times since I was a child. When I was in high school, people they offered drugs, they offered alcohol, they offered marijuana. I didn't take any of it. One person finally, they said, "Oh, okay, well, they even called him a jerk, and he's on his dying deathbed, and they're still calling him names." I mean, that's the society we live in now. It's awful, it's sad, it's horrible, it's horrendous, and it's pure evil. But they said it doesn't help us to treat him as if he's less than human. And one person, they gave a prayer emoji. This person, and then I quoted. I said, I don't know why people choose hate so much. I'm sure they'd love to have sympathy if they went through anything. I said, they will regret their ways of hate probably sooner than they think. And this person said, probably funny, you should mention sympathy. The people angry at him for spreading misinformation, anti-vax propaganda about a life-saving measure, refuse to take very sympathetic people, and then they blame people. They blame people here, saying they have no empathy. Really, conservatives. The difference between conservatives and liberals is that conservatives, by and large, have no empathy. I mean, where do you get your information? Where the frick do they get their information? Where the crap do they get it from? I mean, I consider myself in between. I'm liberal in some aspects, I'm conservative on some aspects, and I'm kind of in between. But I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. But I'm not like some kind of, condemn you if you do this, if you are that, if you like this, if you don't like that, if you're this, blah, 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 or that. I'm not going to go, you are evil. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not, now, the pure evil that I see is the people spreading an agenda. The people spreading hate, bigotry, greed, violence, and just plain, there's a lot of, on all sides, there's a lot of, oh man, I don't want to say the word, but there's a lot of jerks out there. People just don't have to be a plain A about it, They don't have to come out and just be a plain a-hole about the situation, about someone's life. They don't have to be a butthole about it. You don't have to be a jerk about something. And so many people tend to take that route. Condemnation and hate. And the ones I see out there who claim to be about love and kindness are the ones themselves, all on social media, spreading hate and division. They say, oh, I'm about love and unity, man. But then they spread hate and division. You can't be both. And what the crap did that even have to do with what does this one at the top here that I have right here? I'm not going to mention it because of these certain political points. But what did that... I said nothing about anyone's marriage or anyone's feelings toward another individual. I never even mentioned that. Where did that come from? From me wishing my well wishes to someone, because that person who's practically dying in the hospital right now, they have a family. They have a wife, they have children, they have parents, they have brothers and sisters and loved ones that actually do care about them, that love them. They have fans, followers, subscribers. They have people that care about them. And when you see the level of literal hate, you've got to contradict it with love. First of all, I said nothing about marriage in this video. I said nothing about marriage in this comment. I don't know where that came from. And then they're saying that they said it was a hoax, and none of us ever said that either. But I don't call myself a liberal or conservative. I don't call myself a Democrat or Republican. Because there are both sides of the fence that I don't ever state what I am. I don't ever state what I voted as. I don't ever state any of it because it's none of anyone's business. But I see what makes the most sense, and I see the agenda taking place, and it is a lot of... It's just stupidity and obvious hate, and there's an evil agenda that I see taking place, and anyone with eyes can see it, and they just immediately condemn you. There's a cousin of mine who is working at the as a dentist now, and she is receiving flack from her fellow employees and saying if she doesn't make certain decisions and if you believe a certain way, that you are the enemy. And she started stating facts to them, but when they hear the facts, they won't listen. And they talk about the rest of people. I don't get into all of this stuff. I'm probably going to wind up having to, get the shot eventually, not while I'm sick, because they won't do it while I'm sick. And I don't have the virus, but I don't have COVID. They said, well, that's the good news. When I went to the pharmacy today, they're like, well, that's great news. You don't have COVID. And there was a woman in there that did. She had a face shield, and it was awful. She was coughing like crazy, could barely breathe. But these people have loved ones. They have family members. And they don't have to be a complete a-hole about it. They don't have to be a complete jerk about it. I mean, it's just pathetic. The level of buttholes out there. It really is. And then they said, so when you talk about hate, they said it's not a lack of sympathy. It's holding him accountable for the harm he has done to the community, for people, and the anti-COVID propaganda. Now, yes, he has said some things, and I don't agree with everything he said. What I don't agree with is people putting their statements on here like, no such thing as God. No such thing as God. How do you have the audacity? And the other person that, the Easter Bunny. How do you have the audacity? I didn't know I was going to get 1,000 views in like 30 minutes on this. Or, 3 hours, actually. But how do you have the audacity to just state that there's no creation source? Do you know? Have you been there? Are you certain? I mean, I have seen good and bad. I have seen spirits. I've seen angelic beings, demonic beings. I've witnessed it all, folks. I've witnessed interdimensional beings, strange creatures and beings. I've witnessed spirits. I have had things tell me certain things. I have had so much happen. And these people, you see the spirit of pure evil that is spreading amongst individuals. And I am thankful, thank God, that I have found people like you all. That when Dan was talking on the radio earlier, and he said the level of hate you see from people makes you just really, really worry about humanity. And it does. It really does. By the way, I got some antibiotic from the doctor, but I think they gave me the wrong one. They said, tell me if the clindamycin, they gave me like the clindamycin, no, doxycycline. They gave me the doxycycline, but it wasn't the doxycycline that you're used to. that I was used to, the blue pills from before, it wasn't the powder, it was a round pill, doxycycline, for like acne and face infections, things like that. It wasn't even for the upper respiratory infection, so I think they gave me the wrong thing. But see, then this woman says, how about saying a prayer for the people who can't get into hospitals because the South's hospitals are full of idiots who wouldn't get vaccinated? Now, first of all, calling people idiots, calling people names, it's just wrong. They blame all of everyone else, and then they get the shot. But they're going to blame everyone else for it spreading. What are they worried about when they got it? This guy here, he says, yes, I got a question for you. I don't agree with what he did in the past, but I will say the policies that were made, he put, if you remember when he did walk in with the Taliban and told them, he threatened them very ballsily, told them very gutsy, told them if you even threaten America or anyone else again, you've had it. They were scared of him. And nothing wrong with being independent there. Yeah. And see, that's the right comment to give. No matter what your opinion is, what you are, how you feel, you should still be thinking about, checking on, and praying for the people who are going through this. And I said they'll regret their ways probably sooner than they think. I mean, I don't know why people have to have such hate. And just such anger. And outright bigoted opinions. And outright hate and death wishes. You won't believe the people wishing for a swift and merciful end. And that's what I don't get. That's what I don't get. Why do people wish death upon another person when they claim to be about love? See, I wasn't a big fan of his, no. But I heard on the radio that Dan Mendes said, say a prayer for him and send your energy, your love and energy. So I posted my statements. This level of anger, I wanted to show you how hateful people are and how quick to wish death they are. And when you mention God, they'll make fun of you for talking about energy, positive and negative energy. Then you have people, there's no such thing as God. And the local meteorologist wished me a belated happy birthday. But all these notifications, some of them have nothing to do with anything that I'm even following, but the news people do. These people that wish hate and death and saying there's no such thing as the Lord, what's that going to do? Really. Think about it if you lost one of your loved ones. Think about it in a situation like that, no matter what decision they made. This thing was created and put out here for this very thing you're seeing happen right now. It was put out here for the very thing you're seeing, the divide. But anyway, whatever I've got is a lot of congestion. I'm hoping to get better soon. I felt better today than I have. The dog is barking right now. The other dogs are quiet, but Red's barking. Alright, anyway, just look at the level of hate, and we've got to counteract it. Love, 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 love. I love you all so, so much. I'm thankful that I am thankful that I have found people who are kind on my channel. I'm thankful that I have found people who actually do put out love and mean what they say. And that's all I got to say. I love you all. That's all for now.